Okay, hello guys, and welcome to episode what I think is 8. I'm not certain. I should have probably checked beforehand. If it's not 8, I'll put a caption saying it's episode 9 instead, because, you know, I could have followed up. Anyway, so in today's episode, we're starting Chapter 3. We beat Chapter 2 in the last episode, which was a lot of more information, but at the end of the last episode, I keep forgetting what his name is, but our main guy that was following with Aiko Niwa, he kind of went a little berserk after we found Shinohara, I think that was her name, no, I don't fucking know. We found her corpse, like his best friend's corpse that he loved, in a locker, and it kind of sounded crazy because technically we gave Naho the information that led Naho and that girl into here, which got them both killed. So I kind of gave them the information about the Nirvana and Heavenly Host, and they kind of went a little overboard with it and got themselves killed. Wasn't technically her fault, but I can see where he got the idea that it was. Anyway, Chapter 3 is called Pain. I don't know who we are, what we're doing. We're gonna find out. I'd like to be back with Aiko or Yumi, or maybe both. Back out here. Aside from Satoshi and my other friends who shared the experience with me, there wasn't a soul in the world who believed that Seiko, Suzimoto, or Shigi, and Miss Yoi ever existed. And this fact was really taking its toll on me, particularly in regards to Seiko. So I'm guessing we are Naomi, and because, you know, she likes Seiko. Seiko loved Naomi. We found out. Just creepy in its own way. Are you alright, Naomi? Yeah, I'm fine. I can't keep worrying my mum forever. I flashed the brightest smile I could muster, though I'm not sure he entirely bought it. I'm glad to hear it. Keep that chin up. We'll get through this. Thanks. There's no need to be worried about me anymore, okay? I would. That night, all I could manage to do was stand perfectly still and stare at my desk. I was mumbling something, but I don't even know what. My eyes had glazed over. It was like I was in a trance. Or maybe I just wanted to be. Whoa. I'm not the one who's wrong. I'm not wrong. She's real. It's everyone else. It's everyone else who's crazy. Those who refuse to believe another person, no matter what, can go burn in the fires of hell. If they could look into my heart, they'd see it's the truth. My friend exists. My friend named Seiko. Seiko. Oh, she snapped out of it. I didn't even realize it actually started writing. I was at my desk now, writing words into a notebook. Seiko. I kept softly repeating her name to myself, over and over again. The words started to sound foreign in my head, but I couldn't stop saying it, almost like I'd forgot her if I did. There was no other sound in the room, just the scratching of pencil on paper, and the hushed sound of my voice. Just the word Seiko, in all of its forms. Seiko? My voice was getting firmer each time I said it, more demanding, and my writing was growing more feverish, more intense. I don't even need to say it, she said for me. Finally, the pencil broke in half under the strain. I gripped it so hard that it stabbed my palm. Blood began to drip onto the paper. My hand was hanging limply, but the rest of my body had stiffened. If anyone had seen me, I bet I would have been quite a sight. Oh, ignore that. I could feel blood rushing to my head. My whole body quivered. Seiko. I raised my head from this vigil, whatever you want to go with, and realized tears were streaming down my face. What did she look like? My voice was strained, choking back a sentence I'd hoped I'd never say. There were countless pictures of Seiko drawn in my notebook, but in every one of them, her face was blank. You can't help that. Her face is blank because she no longer exists. Technically. I hurled the notebook from my desk. Don't go. Don't leave me. Stay inside me. Creepy. I don't want you to fade away. I don't want you to fade away. Well, she's faded. She's fading. She's gone. Looks like you should go back to Heavenly Host with the others. I slammed my hands on the desk with all my might and screamed as loudly as my present constitution would allow. I think that's what that says. And crying. I opened up the photo album on my phone. There was this nagging sensation in the back of my head that I'd overlooked something. That's definitely her. We've seen this photo I don't know how many times. I was absolutely bawling at this point. My face was a mess. But I had indeed overlooked something. On the bottom right of the screen was an icon for image modification. Okay, after a few menu selections, I found myself adjusting the picture's brightness. Beep, beep. I kept hitting the button to turn it up higher and higher. And slowly, in the very center of the black void that had replaced Seiko's face, I could see something begin to form. So could I. There's a letter or a symbol. I felt like I was on the verge of an incredible discovery, filled with a new hope I hadn't felt since just before the incident at the Shinozaki estate. There was still room to increase the brightness. There were still countless increments to go before I'd reached the phone's upper limit. I just kept pressing the button over and over, until finally, in the very center of the would-be face, I could make out an extremely faint pattern that looked like freehand lettering spelled the name Sachi in hiragana. Sachi? Okay. Was that right? Was I certain that's what it said? Hold up. Incentively, I placed the phone screen closer to my eye. The limited resolution made this pointless, but I didn't care. It was so close, I was beginning to lose focus, but it still wasn't close enough. I had to make sure that's what it said. I touched it to my forehead, as near my eye as it could be. Oh, never mind. At which point the letters latched onto my cornea. They literally attached themselves to my eye. Wait, what? They were there. No matter where I looked, I saw them. My vision had gone half white, obscured by the phantom letters. It took only a moment before the pain set in, and it was not as insignificant and it wasn't an insignificant amount. I collapsed to the ground, hand ineffectively covering my eye. It was absolutely excruciating. Okay, that's around when my mom burst through the door. She looked like she was at the end of her rope, like she didn't believe anything was wrong, and I was probably just faking it. She was definitely more annoyed than concerned. Oh shit. With nothing more than a grunt, she grabbed me from behind, pinning my arm so I couldn't hurt myself. I fell backward, onto my rear, unable to resist her restraint. It hurts. Mom, my eye really hurts. Medicine. I keep telling you to take your medicine. How many times do I have to say it before it sinks in? Mom, no. This is different. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. My eye is on fire. Honestly, why can't you just behave yourself? Every day, the same thing. No, that's not it. My eye. Mom, it hurts. Huh? What about your eye? Let me see it. My left eye was glazed over with tears, and had gone as bloodshot as an eye can get. And right on the cornea, white blister-like bulges were beginning to form, spelling out Sachi. There was no way my mom could ignore or dismiss that. Yeah, so how about you stop your goddamn freaking? We got a fucking name in our eyeball. She quickly stepped back in shock. Finally, acknowledgement! Her breathing had quickened, but she didn't say a thing. She just left the room. Mom! It was too late. She was gone. Halfway across the house by the time I called out. Mom! 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 I was sprawled out in the corner of my room like a giant stuffed bear. At some point, I think I lost consciousness, but I'm still not really sure. How long have I been sitting here? I was starting to feel a little less tense, a little more relaxed. I looked up. At the prospect of actually discerning details in my room, my left eye reacted with a sharp, intense shot of pain. My vision was still half white. My eye. God! It wasn't a dream, was it? It was real. I could feel the pain with every pulse, and every part of my body. It was almost unbearable. And yet... Mom, What happened to Mom? She'd run out of my room in shock, and obviously had been gone for quite some time. As sick as she was of me, I couldn't imagine she'd leave me to suffer without doing anything. I opened my bedroom door and slowly crept downstairs. I could hear a sound coming from the kitchen, a very specific, very peculiar sound repeating at regular intervals. I did my best to sneak over the doorway and peek in undetected. And what I saw was my mom, sharpening a kitchen knife with intense focus. I had no idea what she planned to do with it, but an irrational fear washed over me. I slowly and silently sneaked my way over to the front entrance, and I made sure not a peep could be heard from me until I was outside and away from the house. Was she planning to kill her own daughter? Kishinuma, okay. It was a new morning, bright and early. Satoshi called out to me like I was 12 or something. I'd been in this old, cheap, run-down two-story apartment building for a long time now. It may not have been much to look at, but I felt it had a certain charm. Satoshi was cradling his school bag in his cradling. Fuck, I'm rereading this. I fuck up sometimes. Satoshi was cradling his school bag at his arms as he waited for me in front of my room on the ground floor. On mornings when he wasn't waylaid by Yuka, he would always drop by and invite me to walk to school with him. Originally, he was doing it for my own good, as I'd been known to ditch school a lot, and he figured a friendly offer like his might get my attendance up a little. Admittedly, it worked. Yeah. I finally made my entrance, or my exit, I suppose. And I'm pretty sure Satoshi must have been really confused, as I had my shoulders one hell of a backpack, boasting a full-on survival kit, provisions, the works. Okay, yep, Satoshi was confused, alright. What's all that? You look like ready to hike up a mountain or something. Oof. I slowly, carefully lowered the giant backpack to the ground. No. It's more like... Actually, before that, will you stop calling out to me like you're my mom or something? I'm not in grade school anymore. Huh? Forget it. I actually have things to do, so I won't be going to school today. I'm, going for a mountain hike, like you said. Sorry to waste your time. Damn it. I didn't think I'd go down so easily last night. I remember taking a hit to the back of the head, bad enough that I woke up in a hospital, or something. God! What the hell am I doing? Wait for me, Shinozaki. I'm coming. You're hiding something from me again? I guess I wasn't all that convincing, but even still, I didn't expect Satoshi to see through me so quickly and easily. I stumbled under his glare. It was almost like I'd just been called out by a newborn baby, or like a fawn. Dude was way too innocent for his own good. Can't fault him on his instincts. One of his biggest selling points, I guess, he's really good at empathizing with others and helping them get over their problems. Come on, out with it. You can't hide anything from me. No, I guess not. Ayumi's face appeared in the back of my mind. Shinozaki said she didn't want Satoshi and the others to get involved any more than they already were, so I can't very well tell him I'm trying to find Aiko so I can go back there. This has something to do with Heavenly Host, doesn't it? Huh? Damn! He was on today! That sure seemed like a yes reaction to me. How the hell did you know? God damn it! I'm terrible at this. I covered my mouth, but it was too late. I already confirmed it. Well, you've got a bunch of talismans in your bag, for one thing. I did have a lot of talismans with me. I'd bought them at the convenience store, and didn't exactly pack smartly enough to hide them. I certainly wasn't going to win any awards for stealth. Didn't that place fall apart, though? Please don't tell me it's still standing. No, we saw it collapsing around us when we escaped. You saw it too! Trouble. Satoshi started stared deeply into my eyes, as if evaluating my answer for any possible deception. This time, it seemed like I'd succeeded in fooling him. Yeah, you're right. Besides, Sachiko doesn't even exist there anymore, so I can't imagine talismans would have any effect. And there's no way to get back there anyway. Exactly. I was just going to research it a little. I wasn't going to do anything dangerous. Okay, that's fine then. No it's not. But if that changes, make sure you don't do it on your own. You've been telling Naomi the same thing. The worst thing in the world is not knowing what happened to someone. Oh. I thought I was in the clear, but Satoshi suddenly got a puzzled look on his face. He reached over to my backpack and pulled out one of the talismans I'd lazily stuck in the front pouch. Do these things really work? He was looking it over like an appraiser or something. Why wouldn't he just leave me alone? How should I know? People used to use sardine heads to ward off evil. This is probably just as effective. I yanked the talisman back out of Satoshi-san and crammed it into the front pocket of my school blazer. Man, I haven't heard somebody talk about that forever. You're like an old man sometimes, Yoshiki. Shut up, damn it. Either way, first things first, you're going to school today. With this, Satoshi grabbed my sleeve. Oh, why? Because your attendance is low enough already, and Miss Kuhn said she'd help you make it up before class today, probably with a quiz or something. I don't give a crap about that! They can hold me back a year if they have to. This is not time for school. I take it. This has something to do with Shinozaki then. Fuck, he's good! Was this guy psychic? He wouldn't... Oh, he hadn't been wrong all morning. Whatever happened, it'll wait. You can tell me about it at school. Come on, let's go. You can leave the backpack right here. It seems Satoshi wasn't going to take no for an answer. You, seriously, Satoshi, stop. I get it, okay? Just come on, get your hands off me. You want me to be honest with you? I'll be honest with you. Sure, yeah, well. Come on. Now, you see, I'd just tell him right now. She's in Heavenly Host. Is that a Yumi? The fuck? That was her. Satoshi Kishinuma. Good morning. Good morning. Hey. You're a lucky one, Kishinuma. Getting off with just a 15-minute quiz. I hope you're ready for it. Oh, whatever. Yoshiki has been made aware of the seriousness of his situation. I seriously don't have time for this, you know, but here I am. Let's get it over with, so I can get the hell out of here. It was great of you to come. Now let's be off to the classroom, shall we? I'm fine right here, just bring me the quiz. Don't be stupid, Yoshiki. Look, there's no time to argue. There's someplace I absolutely have to be. I stuck my hand into my pocket and took out a mechanical pencil. If they're going to force me to do this, I'd need to shave off every second I could. As I removed the pencil, the talisman I shoved in there earlier fell to the ground. You're into the spiritual stuff. I need to hurry and find that spirit item fanatic, or else Shinozaki could be. Spirit item fanatic? Are you talking about Aiko Niwa? Yeah, that's her. Did something happen to Shinozaki? Wait, are you telling me they somehow went back to Heavenly Host? Yes! Why didn't you say so sooner? Because you weren't listening to me! All you did was yank, yank, yank on my damn shirt! What's this about I and Heavenly Host? Oh, it's nothing. Wait. I? Huh? Come to think of it, your last name is Niwa. That's right. This person you just mentioned, Aiko Niwa, is my sister. I call her I. Miss Kuhn, I'd like to meet with Aiko. Do you know where I can find her? At this hour, I'd imagine she's in school, though she was acting rather strangely last night. Do you live with her, Miss Kuhn? I do. So this would have been after Shinozaki and I met with her. How was she acting exactly? Like, what was strange about it? Well, I may have said something about you. Huh? This is rather awkward. Okay, and then what? You're in love with Satoshi, I knew it! Fuck, okay. Well, let's see. She was holding two small blue stones in her hand, almost cradling them, in fact. Bingo! That's it. She had another pair. But this is our chance. Miss Kuhn, do you know for sure that Aiko went to school today? She looked rather perturbed as she left the house last night, and she wasn't home when I got up this morning. I made some breakfast and waited for her, but I wound up eating it all. Yoshiki! Gone. If she used those stones on her own, that's the end of it. There's no way to go after Shinozaki! Yoshiki, wait! Thank you, Miss Kuhn. I'll be sure to bring him back. Alright. Wait, what are you looking at? As Satoshi turned to leave, he caught a glimpse of Nakashima, standing on the school roof, on the wrong side of the guardrail, looking tired and worn. Why is her eye okay right now? There was no spark in her eyes, no awareness. It looked almost as if she were sleepwalking. Naomi! This is bad! If she commits suicide, I swear to God. I don't want no death out of these guys. I want revivals. I liked everybody. Everybody! I mean, Mayu was my least favorite, but I even liked her and she died. You're alive. You're covered in guts. I knew you were alive, though. I tried to pick myself up and look around. But I couldn't. But I could only move my neck. Everything was dark, and the only sound of my surroundings was an unpleasant, vaguely organic noise filling my ears. I felt in some way restrained. What's going on? As my eyes adjusted to the dim light of the room, I could see that I was blanketed by red flesh. It was as if the floor had come to life and was absorbing me into its collective. Sorry. This is disgusting! God! You're not getting out of that. I'm sorry, you need help. If you want to get the fuck out of that. Oh, never mind! Please tell me you have more than just half that body. I focused my strength and was finally able to break free from my bindings. Bits of red matter flying away from my body as I tore through it to freedom. I was absolutely soaked, however, with a strange, vicious fluid. And chunks of meat were clinging fast to my skin and clothes. The blanket of flesh on the ground was now bubbling out a murky red liquid from all the spots I'd torn in my escape, as violently as if a faucet had been turned to full. What the hell was that? Okay, I was in tears, trying as hard as I could to wipe the viscera from my body. As I watched, however, a chunk I had been trying to shake free from the back of my hand just dissolved away. Did it go inside you? Oh, you do get more than half a body, thank Christ. Aside from the murmurs of the flesh blanket, the room was deathly silent and lit only by a faint blue glow streaming in from the nearby window. This is still Heavenly Host for sure. Yeah. Are you fucking with me? You're still here? And an entity resembling Mayu was charging at me from the depths of the darkness. Not again! Wait, you're gone. Why are you gone? It was all in my head, a flashback. She wasn't after me now, but she definitely had been. That was really Susimoto, wasn't it? The tears were pouring out from my eyes by this point. I could do nothing to hold them back. Can I really do it? Can I bring them back? Can I even really find the Book of Shadows? Is this endless darkness? Endless, sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have come. I crouched to the floor to gather my thoughts and noticed that my cell phone was lying on the ground beside me. Intriguing! And that wasn't all. A circular design was carved into the floor, perfectly round as if traced by compass. With the fleshy goo had been trapped in more or less centered inside. What in the... Actually, come to think of it, wasn't I about to get attacked by some kind of monster with an axe? I checked myself over for injuries. There was none, or at least, none caused by an axe. How am I still alive? Guess I must have skinned my knee when I tripped. If memory serves, if the floor plan hasn't changed too much, the infirmary should be right here. Maybe I can catch my breath there for a minute. Remember what happened last time we went into the infirmary? The door was covered in hair, and we basically got, you know, touched inappropriately because we couldn't get through. For the love of fuck. The hard wooden clops of my footsteps gave way to a softer, squishier series of plops. Taken back by the sudden change, I looked down, terrified of what I might be walking in. As I feared, whatever it was looked awful. Biological. Awfully biological. Huge swaths of the floor were coated in what looked like internal organs, moving and swaying and pulsing in a sick rhythm. This is really disturbing. What is it? I raised my foot and found a seaweed-like substance that closely resembled a network of blood vessels stuck to the bottom of my shoe. There wasn't anything like this in Heavenly Hills before. It's like the whole school is being swallowed by something. Yeah, it probably... For frig's sakes! Do I got a save point? I don't think that's a save. I think that's just something to get rid of my darkening. I wonder what those are. They look a lot like occult symbols we found in the basement of the Shinozaki estate. Only different. A little more demonic, I guess. Whatever they are, I'm getting the shivers just looking at them. Don't look at them. Calm down, Ayumi. Just focus on what you have to do. Wheeze! There's a good chance that this girl has the Book of Shadows. Anyway, I have to end the episode here for today because I don't know how far we are in. I usually like to save before I end a video, but I can't for this episode. So, I'm just going to resume right off of this spot here. So please comment, like, subscribe, tell me what you thought of the episode, and I hope to see you in the next episode, guys. Take care, until then.